That's from Dom's mom, which I've gotten close to. Wonderful person, father, family, sisters, brothers, unbelievable. Legacy should be to encourage kids to make responsible choices and have hard conversations. Different conversation is easier than a lifetime of loss. Reminder to everybody, don't drink and drive. Don't be afraid to take the keys. We want our players to have tools to make good choices in tough moments. We continue to support Dom's family and all those that were affected around the student body around the country. God bless all the different teams in the Big 12 that sent different things, boards, and the whole team signed it. Unbelievable to all the coaches out there. It was unbelievable. Continue to support Dom's family and all those affected. We also review how we can support the players' education, mental health, and life decisions off the field.
Memphis 10 in the tight, man. All the way here.
Memphis 10.
Memphis 10 in the
Dirty
tight,
Dime.
You already know what's up. Yeah, Uncle Neely in the house.
Let's go, pregame show from New Orleans, all the way from New Orleans. Hey.
You know, some of our past players have been commenting on us, which is cool with me. We're not going to be provoked to comment back or to say anything ignorantly back. I wish those guys the best. One thing that I could comfortably say, some people came here that you didn't know of, and when they left, they had a name. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud that they were able to earn more than they earned here. That could help their friends, family, as well as loved ones, and can help themselves. So I'm happy with that. We're still in good relationship with quite a few, but you gotta understand, some young men play the victim, and that's not the case. We try to treat everybody here with utmost respect and professionalism, and I hope we've done just that, as well as treating you the same way. But we would not engage in back and forth with any former players. In our aim is just to really please, support, encourage, motivate, and really prepare our men that we have on campus for the next phases of their life. Let's go.
Adam, you want to start?
Sure. Hi, Coach. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Amen. Now that we're 13 spring practices in, what have been some of the constant things that you've been pleased with, and maybe some things that need to get fixed up as you guys move on?
One thing at a time. You know, both coordinators are exemplary. I mean, these guys are good. They're pushing the envelope. What they're doing creatively, what they're doing structurally, I like it. I like it. And what we have special teams is a team effort. We have some really good coaches that you guys may not know, that all of them may have had a stint somewhere, whether high school and college, and assisting, especially with all the support staff on special teams. So we have a team effort, offensively and defensively in certain special teams. Kickoff return may be an offensive thing that the offense may handle, as well as punt. Punt return as well as kickoff may be a defensive thing that the defense will handle, and you guys understand field goal and extra point. So I like the collectiveness of it. I like the understanding of expertise that we have from the whole staff, and it's a full staff buy-in. So it's not going to be blame on one guy that sits there that has to utilize the rest of the staff to support his special teams. That's a full-fledged buy-in. and I like the way we're handling it. Next question.
Hey, Coach Lou Farrell with ClubStampede.com.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, thank you. For Saturday's spring game, I know there's been some injuries, but I was wondering if you had a format idea or a structure of how that was going to
We're
run.
gonna do it like we've been doing it. Probably gonna be out there an hour. We're gonna do the best that we can. We have picked teams and split teams up early in the spring. We may coincide with that so you can see teams, so you don't start guessing and thinking. I'm trying to prepare you now. So if this team wins the toss, this quarterback is going at first. So don't say, oh, he's the starter. Like it's teams. We have teams. So that's how it's going to be. And they did a good job of picking their talent. All the different leaders from each team, they did a great job of picking talent. They had a whole draft, and it was intriguing.
And secondly, I know Pro Day was last week. I just want to know if you want to comment on your players and what you thought of the event.
I'm happy, elated. I got an opportunity to talk to the scouts beforehand, and they asked me about a plethora of players, including the upcoming players that could possibly be coming out this year. And it was good. I like what many of the guys did. You know, many of them came back in phenomenal shape. I wish they'd been in that type of shape when they played here, but they came back in phenomenal shape. I don't understand that. Like, you got a whole season to work out and to train, and you go somewhere for 2 months, and now you give it your all. Like, I really don't understand that. Like, you should have gave it all for that stuff that's on the film. You got 12 games on the darn film. That's when you give it your all. But God bless you. We'll learn from it. Jack, my man.
How's it going?
I'm waiting on you, baby.
Close.
I'm waiting on you. Okay. Thank you, guys. Sorry.
Right.
Brandon.
Hey Coach, Brian Howell, the Daily Camera. I have a couple questions for you. Now that you're in year 4, you've seen what this looks like when it's really good. You've seen, like last year, the team wasn't as good. How do you assess this spring, like when you're seeing, like, how does it compare to what you've seen in the last few years?
You hate to kind of compare. You hate that, but help me with this, Lord. I'm trying to say this in a real polite manner. I think we got better everywhere, starting with me, in understanding what to go get, what we have, how to mature it, how to develop it, as well as the staff that we have. I think it's tremendous. I think you guys are really sleeping on the staff and what they bring to the table, the different components of it, and especially all the new guys that we brought in. And you have 2 new coordinators that have a track record of really doing well. And I'm happy with what I'm seeing from the young men that we've chosen, from the staff, from the support staff, from everything all the way around. I am elated. I don't want to clap my feet just yet, but I feel really good about what's going on. When we letting them in?
Thursday.
Thursday?
Yep.
Thursday, so you guys get a shot if you're available on Thursdays and see what's going on.
Second question for you is, in the last few years, obviously, there's been a spring portal period. You guys have added a lot of players after that, after that portal period. This year, you don't have that. Is there good and bad to that?
Thank God you don't have that, because now you really know the hand that you're dealt. We have a couple high school players. I think we got a couple guys coming in from junior college as well. But you know basically what you're dealing with and how to develop it right now and over the summer. So I love the new rulings from the NCAA. I just hope we stabilize it and keep it that way in this format. I like it. I think many coaches do, because you know what you have. And I like that. I like to know what we're going to be playing with.
Right.
Ryland Scholes from Profit Report. Got a couple of questions for you. The first one is, it's been about 4 months having Fernando around as the new athletic director. Kind of in that time, how has your relationship with him evolved?
I think he's a great guy. I think filling those multicolored shoes that Rick left is tremendous. He's doing a good job, and they're working together cohesively. which is very important and very vital to me. But we've had a multitude of candid conversations, and he's doing his thing. He's showing his face. Everybody getting to know him. I mean, all the different head coaches, as well as the players from all the different teams, and he's doing a good job of blending and understanding how things are done here. He's done a great job to me.
And then second question is just on the offensive side of the ball specifically. I know there's been a lot of coaching changes, both sides of the ball, but watching Coach Marion come in and kind of install his new scheme and his new offense, what has that been like for you to
Well, you got to be excited about it. The main thing you got to be excited about is the production that he's had in college football. He's averaged well over 30 points a game, and that's the threshold that you all know that we want. When we score 30 points a game, we're pretty successful. But just his personality, as well as Marv, their personalities and their relational, they're so relational and transparent to the players that it gives the players a certain piece about themselves, and they're in their offices at all times. They're always movement and players coming and going, and I like it because they're straight up. I don't have to do the yelling. I don't have to do all the yelling. Like they're handling things the way they're capable of handling things, and I like what I see. I really, really adore these two coordinators, as well as the staff.
Mark.
Hey, Coach. Mark.
How you doing, sir?
Just a couple questions for you. First one, broad one.
Who's that?
Big part.
You said first one. What was the next?
First one, no, a broader question.
Oh, broader.
Has building this program been harder than you expected?
I'm not going to say that. We made some tremendous mistakes in certain positions that derailed us a year ago. The first couple of years, we had stability at those positions that highlighted us. So we learned quite a bit of not just talent, but understanding mentality. And mentality is something that we targeted, and something that we sat down and interviewed and made sure not only the young men, but the parents had that type of mentality, because the parents play a tremendous role in these young men's lives.
Second one, you mentioned your satisfaction or appreciation, or whatever the right word is, for young men finding better opportunities for themselves and going elsewhere. How do you balance that with the challenge of building what you're going to build?
Well, if someone is satisfied and didn't want to be here, do you really want them? You don't want them here. But I'm happy as a man, African American man, that these guys, white and black, are moving on to greener pastures, so to speak. You hope. Some of the young men I talk to frequently, some we don't. But I'm happy for all of them for a multitude of reasons. That I always want progression, no matter what. I want you to progress and to have that pie in the sky, if that's what you think it is. I want you to have that opportunity so you don't place blame on anyone. And I like that. But I love also the multitude of men that we had coming in that had to have this pleasure somewhere else, that wanted that same opportunity here. I'm really elated about that. So everybody's dealing with the same thing. Some people may have more money to go shopping than others, but I'm happy about it. I really am. You gotta understand, some of these kids you didn't know till they came here. They came here, stabilized themselves, made a name, and they moved on. They did their thing. How could I be upset with that? I'm not upset with that. I'm happy. That's the American dream, isn't it? That's what that's what y'all do?
Makes your job tougher, maybe.
Yeah, but you gotta be built for that. That's part of the deal. It's part of the plan. You're not gonna They keep a young man for 4 years now. Just watch the draft. I think every quarterback in the darn draft, didn't they transfer?
Yes, sir.
like that's where we are now in college football. I can't be upset about that. It is what it is. We just got to make the best of what the hand that we're dealt, and I like it. I like the hand that we're dealt. I can't be upset at that. Like when we get our butts kicked, we did that. We made those mistakes. We did that. That ain't y'all. It's us. We got to right our wrongs, and prayerfully don't make them again. My man.
Good, Coach. Jack Carlo.
Yeah.
See, how you doing, Coach?
Good. Moving on up like this.
So,
They ain't gonna put your picture up there now, right?
on the 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got your picture.
We're getting there.
There you go.
We'll ask about the 59 newcomers
Mhm.
and particularly the incoming transfers. Just curious if you've noticed maybe some shared characteristics that have kind of emerged throughout.
Yeah. How many? I should have the stat, and I apologize. How many of these guys were captains?
That I don't know.
I think we have. I think it's 15.
I think it was double digits.
Excuse me?
It was double digits.
Double digits of guys that were captains on their respective teams. That shows leadership. That shows that we chose some guys that are used to being in front. And we have some young guys, there's some young corners that came from winning programs. Like they were winners. So they've experienced the understanding of winning, and we like that characteristic inside the locker room. Appreciate it. Thank you, bud.
Stop. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how you feeling?
What's going on, boss?
Not too much. Good to see you.
You too.
I want
Hey,
to.
you been sitting over there the whole time, and I'm talking about you.
He walked in right after the question.
Oh God, did I talk about him back?
He just missed it.
Because I didn't even say it. I don't even look at the room. I looked at right here. I'm sorry. That's how wonderful AD that I got finished saying some horrible things about him. I apologize. No, let's go.
Coach, I just wanted to ask you about Boo Carter. I know that's somebody that you've known him and his family a long while now. Now that he's kind of here in the building, what's it just been like being around and
I
coaching
like
him?
Boo. We had a candid conversation on the field last week about playing multiple positions. Boo is arguably the best athlete on the team, as well as he can play safety, he can play corner, as slot, return kicks as well, and do multiple things. I put him on the corner the last 2 weeks because I want to see him do his thing.
Like outside corner?
Yeah, it ain't but one corner. It's just only the outside corner. Isn't it?
I mean,
I
some
never
people
said-
say slide.
Slide. I'd have said slide, I'm sorry. But on the outside corner, which is no such thing, but I wanted to see him play there because in history, I don't see them say at slot chosen in the first round. This says, I don't see that. So I want him to have a chance to exhaust himself, not only at the corner position, the slot position, as well as safety. He can do many things, and I want him to do all those things that he's capable of doing so that his draft wealth accelerates. He's that kind of kid.
And then I'm not trying to get you to talk about another program, but just talking about him specifically, how much do you think a guy like that can just benefit from just a new environment, and a place that he is loved and whatnot?
He chose to come here for a reason, and we're happy with his choices. We're happy with him being here. We're going to take full advantage of that and prepare him to be the best that he could possibly be. That was so polite, wasn't it? God, that was polite.
Hey, Coach, background associate.
Yeah, what's up, my man?
How you doing?
Good.
I think next week is a year since you were diagnosed with cancer.
Mm.
And I guess my question is, how does that maybe change the way you view things on the field and in life?
Tremendously. It's not like I'm gonna bake a cake and celebrate that mess, but I thank you for reminding me as well. I'm happy, man. It did change my outlook on certain things in life. I believe I enjoy life more. I believe I try my best to experience more things. I try my best to really be the greatest father that ever walked with 8 toes. My kids are everything to me. You all know that. And I try my best to give them the type of attention and time and affection, protection and correction that they may need and want. What's the date? Tuesday? Isn't the portal open for the girls?
Yeah.
Today?
Yep.
That's right. And my baby girl's gonna be close to me. So I'm happy that she's gonna spend her last year basketball in the state of Colorado somewhere. And I'm elated about that. I'm gonna take her to her school probably Thursday, I think I'm going. We're driving down to go check out the campus and the head coach and everything. She made a tremendous decision. I'm proud of her.
Chris Demar's 9 News.
9 News.
With
Is that the channel where the brother?
That is, sir.
Is that the brother that does the weather?
Yes. That's 9 News.
Yeah.
Jaden.
Yeah. The brother that does the weather.
Yep.
Like they got multiple. Oh Lord, thank you, Lord. You got multiple black folks in there. Y'all know that. You got one.
Jaden's good people.
I hope so.
With the spring game wrapping up spring and
Yes,
kind
sir.
of your hands-on dealing with the team,
Yes.
what do you want to see from them heading into summer as they start to get?
I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I want them to play hard. I don't want to sustain any injuries. We got a whole soul training line of guys over there working out, doing practice, because I got to see them from now on. They don't get to go inside and work out. They have to work out so we can see them. And it's a bunch of them. So we want to try to eliminate injuries because we know we have some guys coming back off injuries in the summer that's going to help this program tremendously. But I want to see them compete. I want to see the coaches make certain calls. I want to see how we do special teams wise to make sure we have the correct personnel chosen. Just want to see some guys really fight, man. Fight for what they want in life, and that's to go to the next level. But it all starts here. I want to see that, and hope we get a phenomenal turnout by our wonderful fans there. So the best fan base I think in college football. I really do. And these young men and women on this campus, they usually show up and show out. So I look forward to that as well.
Couple more time.
9 News.
Hey, Coach, Tyler King with the Denver Gazette. I want to ask about Juju. Obviously, him stepping into a bigger role as a leader this year. I know learning and the new offense in the winter is challenging. I'm just curious how you've seen him grow both on and off the field this year.
Well, I like, let's focus on the game. It's hard to lead. Your game has to help you lead. You can't. In football, I'm not talking about Juju. I'm just breaking this down for you so you understand, because you guys throw leadership roles on certain people that the game has to come before the leadership role. You can't lead in this generation, especially with new guys coming in, the multitude that we have, unless you have game. And his game is developing daily, and I'm proud of the strides that he's making in both, as a potential leader as well as a quarterback that we can really count on from start to finish. I'm proud of the young man.
Matt.
Hey, Coach, just as a follow-up to that, when you
I like the look, man.
You like the look?
Just gotta give you a pair of shades and you got it.
Do my best, Coach Prime, is that what you're saying? Yeah, okay. And just as a follow-up to that, you talk about Juju and growing into that leadership role, but you recruited Isaac, right? And that's a football pedigree.
Isaac can play, man.
And that's what I was going to ask. Is I was wondering if, in your mind,
is applying pressure, man. Like, but that's what you want. You want every position to have pressure applied. Like you want those battles. We got a 3-man fighting linebacker right now. These guys are really, really good, man. Like all 3 of those guys, they're pros to me. And whoever's that 4th guy, he's gonna have to come with it because it's a little gap right there. Because those 3 are phenomenal. The pass rushers are on the outside. Shoot, it's gotta be 5 or 6 of those guys that can get home. get home. We need a little more productivity from the bigs on the inside. But overall, in the safeties, physical, could go get it. They can make tackles as well as make plays on the ball. I like that. The corner's got to step it up a little bit, but I love three of them right now. I want to love the rest of them the same way.
Understood.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify, it's an open competition for the quarterback?
It's open competition for every position.
Gotcha.
I don't think we're sitting here saying, like I did once upon a time, 2 guys are starting, okay? I think that's the only time I've ever said that. 2 guys are starting. We know who those 2 are. It's not like that. It's not like that right now. Everybody is earning everything they get, including their money.
I also wanted to ask about the calendar, because there's been a lot of discussion about the college football calendar changing in the years to come. And you've obviously been outspoken in wanting potentially another team to scrimmage against in the spring and things like that.
I think it's only right.
Right, and so my question to you is, there's been some discussion of potentially shifting the college model to more of a pro system where you have summer OTAs as opposed to maybe spring ball. Would you prefer that? Would that be a change you would want to see?
What are we going to do in the spring?
I don't know, I think you probably have more winter conditioning and probably.
Well, you got to do something in the spring. I don't know about summer scrimmaging and all that. I don't know about that. I would rather, you do it in the spring, so if you incur injuries, there's time to heal. I really would love to scrimmage a team. I think every other sport gets that opportunity. Isn't that right, sir?
Correct.
Like an exhibition.
Yeah, I think every other sport gets that. I don't know why we don't. And the problem is, Fred and I made a mistake. We shouldn't have been the first ones to really challenge that. We should have, should let somebody else come up with it, and they probably would have gone for it by now. But I just think it's only right. I would like to go down the street and play a home and away against Colorado State. I think it's only right.
And like an exhibition?
Yeah. I think it's a beautiful thing. We're gonna sell a stadium out. We're gonna sell their stadium out, and the 2-year deal, we go home and away. I think it's appropriate. And I think you guys get a lot of it, and we want to measure ourselves against not just ourselves, against someone else. Like if the offense is doing well, what does that say about the defense, and vice versa? We want to really measure ourselves against another worthy opponent that don't know us like they do. Well, you don't even have to let us play a game. Can we practice against them? Just let us practice against them a couple of days, and I think we'll be satisfied.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my man.
2 more, Jake, go ahead.
Coach Jake Schwartz from the MBR. I wanted to ask you about the cornerbacks. You spoke about you wanting guys to make a play as opposed to not getting beat. Just what have you seen from them so far? And
I'm not going to say they're getting beat. I just want them to make more plays. That's, I think, every coach's dream for their cornerback room. We have guys that have the length, have the size, have the speed, have the knowledge and understanding of the game. Also, we have some young ones that are really coming on strong, and they're going to really be good if we can keep them here for 2 or 3 years. But that position, the expectation of that position for me is mighty, and it's lofty. Based on what we've had in previous years, we've had some pretty good cornerbacks under my tenure, and we want to continue. So I think we picked the right guys. We just got to get them going in certain aspects of the game. They got to want it, they got to compete, and they got to go get that ball, man. They got to go get that ball. That's what it's all about.
Cree's just made a lot of plays, it seems.
Cree is that guy. He's the number 1 guy right now. He is that guy. Studies, he prepares.
Tara C. Harris, managing partner of the Cochran firm Jackson, is one of the premier litigators in the United States. Dedicated to furthering the values of Johnny Cochran, Harris believes attorneys have a duty to restore voice to the silenced and give justice to the wronged.
The reason that you are a member of the Cochran firm is that you share my commitment to excellence to our clients.
Harris's success is credited to a set of core values shared by his team of attorneys, professionals, and staff.
You've proven to me that you care and you want to do the best job for all of our clients.
I'm here to make sure that they have a voice.
Named one of the top 10 trucking lawyers with a $150 million settlement, Terrace Harris continues to prove that he is committed to obtaining the best possible outcome for his clients.